torn of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Beck. Under fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Martin. Maybe a crease. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in.
It's a seam wide open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now, a 4th down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Past the 40. Here's a little room there. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
And the offense will take that. Man, you just wanted this 1st down on 4th and short, but get the big gain now. Create some momentum, man. Now do you stay aggressive, keep the foot to the accelerator, and go try to get some big points.
Direct snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide out. The offense changing the play. Say it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got it, beat down in bounds. The 18 unit on the field.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Using his legs, it's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed. get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Trying the left side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They feed him again. Got enough for the 1st. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it.
There he goes. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's going to get loose. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum, almost took it to the house. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Let it go. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Snap it to the back. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Touchdown, Buckeyes!
think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Looking to pass, it's Beck. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Martin. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Finds a man on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Punts it out of the air.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down, and a decision coming right now. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to convert on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Martin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And the timing just a hair off. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's 3rd down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Sayin. He turns that loose down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with North Dakota State taking on the number 21 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there.
And it's the away squad, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Throw it, say it.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Third and 6 yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Say it. He's got the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It'll be third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down, Sayin makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And that one will give him the lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Running the red zone, it's Peoples. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Fighting off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Wallace. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go, when you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll try it again. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pressure coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Say it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Booster. Fourth down, say it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Here's a give to Peoples. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's Peoples one more time. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Throwing, say it. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
So important, keeping those new downs coming, getting that 1st down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking left. And they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Cross. Bounced off his feet. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you...
There's a crease. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State! With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Here he comes with the return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Say it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the pressure. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. What a play by this defense. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Right back to the well. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to...
The fake, and he wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Penn State 42, Ohio State 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Here's a throw downfield late. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of Blue Bloods cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait